and all of you are my treasures. I do want to ask before we start up that you please do hit a like and subscribe. Consider dropping a super chat. 30% of super chats are um, donated to charities. One being the Animal Humane New Mexico, where I adopted my dog from. Also, um, I do want to say, uh, and the other will be to an LGBTQIA charity here in San Diego now that I have moved to San Diego. Um, so, welcome. I know I haven't been on in just a little over a week. Um, so, please welcome. I do want to say it has been a good week. I have been posting more shorts for you guys. I do want to make sure that you guys get content. A lot has been on GemX. I did post one on a nice sunny day in San Diego by the harbor, which has come out and been great content. I do want to say, I do want to thank everyone that has been watching those videos. We have gotten a lot of good uh, content on those. And thank you. Welcome 505 to the stream. Thank you for moderating. So yes, on my channel, like I said, I am Jules. All of you that join us here are my treasures. Um, so please welcome. Remember, we do discuss the 5 T's here. Mari, welcome. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, which could be the different clothing I wear. We do talk trends, triathlon. I also do some teaching on different topics. And I also talk about trucks. A lot of my shorts have been about my truck. It is an SUV built on a truck chassis. Ms. Woozy, welcome to the stream, which is my GemX, as I call it. It is a 2008 Nissan Xterra that actually, now that I'm back home, I've been, one of my friends from pretty much from elementary school has been helping me do a lot of mechanic work, and it is turning out fantastic. Yesterday we did do a tune-up, changing spark plugs and coils. Nowadays, before in the past, cars had a coil and the ignition, and then you would run the spark plug wires to your spark plugs. Nowadays, they just have a coil that goes right into the spark plug. So that went well yesterday. Sometimes I'm still popping up the 340 code, which has to do with the camshaft position sensor. Yesterday we cleared it again. Hopefully it won't pop up again, and we will be able to have it clear emissions testing here. Thank you for the compliments, everyone. I am trying to put this on. It says that our chat is on pets. So I'm trying to change some of the settings here so it does go to just a different topic. We're not pets. So 505, you're doing fantastic at moderating the channel. Oh, that's awesome, Ms. Woozy. I would have gone to a protest yesterday, yet it's kind of a difficult thing for me. Not so much that I am a transgender woman, but more due to the fact that I do work for the federal government. Those are things that um, could get me in trouble. Not so much, once again, not so much about transgender, but being opposed to what my, pretty much you could say, um, the person that is um, my ultimate boss is saying. Um, so, oh wow, he didn't have his insurance card. That means uh, they were in the wrong. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you are new here. Um, I'm just trying to do some settings here on the stream to get it where we would like it. It shows it under pets and animals. Uh, I've been doing some videos um, on Thomas a lot, and Thomas, well, for those that you aren't new here, hello Melania, welcome to the stream. Thomas is my dog. He has a Dalmatian mix. He does have his own TikTok channel nowadays. Thomas is channel is Thomas Treasures Area 5T1. Um, I, Ms. Woozy, I was never told directly, but nice try notification. If YouTube was gonna um, demonetize me or ban me, they would send it in an email. It would be a little more official. So please, anybody can put that YouTube on their YouTube logo on their window. You're not the first to try that. Well, West Side, I didn't transition back to a woman. I'm male to female transgender, but if I look female enough, I do thank you for the compliment, because that is just a compliment. I decided to go a little camo today. Oh, no, it's not. That actually is a compliment. No, Sasquatch, I was a male. Duncan, I will admit, it is. I like doing the wigs because I can change hair color any day of the week. Um, you know, like next month in November, I will probably do purple. It is Epilepsy Awareness Month. Epilepsy ribbon is purple, so maybe I'll do a purple wig because it will represent actually a disorder that I have. A lot of women that have had breast cancer will, wear pink this month. I think it'll be cool to do purple next month. So I will do purple hair next month, a purple wig that I do have. Exactly, Joseph from the 505. 505 is New Mexico, you guys. I was living in New Mexico before I moved back to San Diego. Everyone, welcome. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You guys, we have Thomas barking now. Thomas is my dog, my 5-year-old Dalmatian mix. Actually, he might be 6 soon. There, transitioning, a lot can be, the most difficult part can be, um, coming out to family and friends, um, it can be a little hard coming out to them because some people will accept you, other people won't. And you can lose friends, you can lose family. It's a hard, that could be the hardest part. Uh, as you guys have noticed lately, I've been doing lots of shorts, a lot of shorts showing San Diego. Um, oh, that's okay, Woozy. Uh, Glad to see you here, though. I haven't been on Latter Daily Digest in the last since I moved here. I've been, you know, trying to get settled in. Tuesdays are actually, Duncan. That is a very good question, and I'm gonna tell you with President Trump. I actually agree with his executive order on that. I think people that are should be the age of accountability. Um, and for them to make their own decisions on transitioning. Um, so I think that they should be at least 18 before making their choice to transition. Um, and, you know, and, parents, should not just be able to take them in and start their HRT or hormone replacement therapy. That is my take on it. Other people may have different views, but that is my take on it. So, that's the thing is I look at the issue, not just so much uh, the overall picture on how, what party I do follow. Josh, I don't believe in Jesus or God. So I didn't. I will have to go. Oh, that's cool, Woozy. That's awesome. The the resist Portland. Thank you, Kit Kat. For those of you that aren't subscribed or to the channel, please do subscribe. Please consider dropping a super chat. We've already done pretty good on uh, you know, we've already hit the $100 mark for this month, but the more we can get, the more that it does, that 30% does go to charity. Like I said, 10% to where my dog was adopted from, which is a nonprofit. Um, then 10% or 20% to, I gotta find a trans organization here in California. So please consider dropping a super sticker, super chat, whatever you would like, or you can dono memberships to people. I know some of my mods tend to do that for other people. Uh, well, that's if you're feeling that way, 505, that you know, that's okay. I can moderate too. Um, but if you're feeling that way and you're feeling, you know, follow the people you're attracted to. I mean, it doesn't make you any different than anybody else. DJ, whatever you want to think, that's your choice. BJ Cruz, what does? You know, we all have a we all have a way, the freedom to express ourselves, and that's what these, uh, you know, all these protests were about yesterday. It seems, the conservatives want us to be, you know, they want us to be in their in the image that they want us to be. They're taking away choice from people. On Okay, Duncan, I am seeing your comment biologically in certain ways. Uh, yes, yes, William, I am trans. Um, so Duncan, I do see what you are stating. Yes, my the bones in my body will still be as they were, given to me in as a male. Um, they will also be. I will not be able to bear children. Uh, you know, um, they, there are many things. Yes, I will not be able to transition, but hormone wise, I have more. My testosterone is lower than, um, my you know, my estrogen is higher. So we're moving in that direction. So certain things do change as you do take your supplemental uh, medications. Um, Now, Duncan, another thing when you start looking at chromosomes, some people do have XXY, you know, um, and stuff like that. So you got to look at that. Um, And science is important. I believe in more science than any belief in a man in the sky that has created us. Um, Jason just got in here. Thank you, Jason, for coming over to the stream. Glad to have you in here as always. Uh, and 505 was about to leave the stream, so glad to have you in here, Jason. Exactly, Woozy. Thank you for that comment. There are people with very mixed chromosomes, very, um, you know, different, like the intersex that can have XY, XYY. Uh, so it could be, it's one, and that's a difficult one because the parents may choose to keep the child and raise them male, and you know, as they grow up, they want to be female. So that's a big thing. Also, Duncan, I do want to tell you, you're saying that's 0.1 of the population. Well, us transgender people are less, we are less than 1%. We are 0.9% of the population. So I don't understand why people want to question us so much and say we are doing something wrong. So, um, Duncan, I mean, even my friend that I was working on my vehicle with yesterday has a dog with that had XXY chromosome, so it is an intersex dog, and he would consider his dog a she. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do consider dropping a super chat. Um, yes, Bubbles, great weekend. Did work on the GemX. I did post a quick short yesterday. We did change spark plugs and coils, um, and it came out fantastic. It is running better. Still, on some days, it'll throw the P0340 code. Hopefully, this will happen. Hello, I won't tell you. I won't believe that you'll throw the $100 because then people will just kind of type in the computer here. Here's your $100. Um, so, guys, please do hit one more like. That'll put us at our first goal of 10. So please consider it. Um, Also, subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Um, as far as, let's look at analytics right now. I do have another screen on top of, instead of doing them side by side, this time I did them one on top of the other. Well, thank you, Derek. Congratulations on your move. Um, Guys, what I'm finding is we're getting lots of uh, lots of likes on my shorts. Let's see. My shorts are getting, like, I did one short last night talking about the tune-up on the GemX, um and we I got already 796 views on that. Maybe let's see if this stream can get um more. um Max, good, nice try. That is not how you donate. The computer will tell me, the algorithm will tell me whether you actually donated um, $100. Guys, hello everyone. And if you do want to follow my TikTok channel, it is focus it on my dog, and a lot of the tricks I do teach him, and just how, you know, and he is a Dalmatian mix. Um, I've got a couple of videos on there where he likes to play. Actually, instead of playing fetch, he likes to play catch. I can throw the ball, either bounce it and he'll catch it in the air, or I can actually throw it in the air and he will catch it. He he's a fantastic dog, man. So it is called Thomas's. It's called Thomas Treasures Area 5T1. So it's fantastic. And also, I met someone that'll be interesting to talk to. I don't know, maybe I'll do a live stream with him. He is called, uh, if you guys want to check out his channel on TikTok, it is Defiant 13, I believe. Great channel about the state of our nation right now, and what we need to do, and in changing it. So, hello, Zach. Welcome to the stream. That is it right there, Jason. Thomas's Treasures 5T1. I got lots of help. Miguel, maybe you need to get some on knowing what it is like in life when one is trans. You think it is just, easy to live. with dysphoria. Dysphoria is a whole different animal. Hello, if you're just joining us here on the stream, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, I am, this stream, like lately, wow, Jason, I just read what that comment said. That is, actually, guys, I don't mind the political talk unless, but if we can be respectful about it, you know, and here we don't want to spread hate comments. We don't spread hate. Even the religious talk, as long as it's not hateful. Um, I express my opinions about uh, what my experience with religion is. When people do, kind of talk about it, um, I will just say, um, correct, Eric. It did get militantly political, and that is the difference. Yes, well said. Um, yeah, and Jason, that's what it is. Even with the religious conversation, it's the same thing. We can talk about it, and basically, I am an atheist. Ha, I belong to a church of atheism, but it's not about hate and trying to, you know, and like I always talk about is why my beliefs and why I don't believe in God and Jesus. And and basically it comes down to that you cannot prove it, that they're an actual real beings. You know, someone tried to pull out the Shroud of Turin thing on me the other day. The Shroud of Turin they've proven not to be as old as it would have to be for have to be the an actual shroud that Jesus wore. So other things I've always asked for evidence of Noah's Ark, and then they say like they'll give me a mountain range where uh, they say where it landed, but I always ask, I want physical evidence of the ark and it be carbon dated back to those times. DNA evidence that certain animals were on there. So, that is my challenge to, certain people about that. Um, so it is, that's what I expect. If people can give me those, proof like that, yeah, then I'll take their belief into consideration. But you know, I've never gotten solid evidence from people. Um, you know, and like Jason says, political conversations can be good, but never when you spread hate. King, actually, I don't believe in the flat Earth. First of all, there's been plenty of missions to space where they can show that that it is round and spherical, and also you know, and then um, I don't believe in the ark. There's no been physical evidence of it. I am doing great, Iron Dragon. My name is Jules. You are a treasure here. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Um, okay, Richard, tell me where it's been found and show me a piece of it. I'm a transgender woman, Drew. Yeah, Woozy, that would be that is an interesting theory, but everybody just throws me um, the fact that there's this mountain range. So thank you, Noel. Is there actual physical evidence of it, Richard? That's the thing. Is there pieces of wood? Is there DNA evidence of the animals on there? Well, thank you, Iron Dragon. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome here. Please keep comments respectful. Richard, how has it been has been carbon dated? Is there DNA of the different animals on there? Wood can be found everywhere. I can bury a piece of wood in my backyard and have moisture. Also, Noah's Ark. How would it have been possible it for how large the ark would have to be to put two of every animal on there? How large would have had to been um, to put together? And you're probably going to say the power of God or something like that. And I will actually believe watching Ancient Aliens. I would rather believe that maybe a society of from up above maybe brought some kind of technology to help put it together rather um, than something that some yeah no I always tell people to prove to me about the if they're God believers. I always ask for actual evidence of that story because there is no physical evidence. Exactly, Woozy. You hit the nail on the head. Because there were marine life back then too. You know, there's lots of things. Well, you need to show us that evidence. Because I won't believe it till I see physical evidence. You need to show me a plank of wood, and it would have to be a very large one due to the size that ark would have to be. And as Ms. Woozy said, uh, that it would have to be able to maintain many types of different environments. Grasping at the stars like the UFOs and the aliens, right, Woozy? Um, Guys, I rather believe in these two than in anything in the Bible. Uh, I think there's more hard evidence of extraterrestrial beings than anything biblically speaking. How come the Garden of Eden hasn't been found? Uh, the Tree of Knowledge, anything of that nature. You know, you know, uh, let's even look at like the pyramids of Giza. You're looking actually that Bubbles, that is a good question, and I love watching Ancient Aliens. Um, I watched Chariots of. There is a documentary on the book that was written, Chariots of the Gods, CCA. Yes, I am trans. Uh, and how ancient people have always believed in things they saw from the sky, but more because it was different. So even in biblical, what people believe or believable or biblical paintings, you can see different things in the skies of those paintings that could be uh, extraterrestrial crafts. Yes, and that is why my channel is called Area 5T1 because it's similar to Area 51. 51 is a significant number in my life. It pops up throughout experiences in my life, so I chose that. And we talk about transition, triathlon, trends, some teaching, and talk about trucks. Um, Yeah, I do believe in aliens. Why can we be in such a big galaxy or multiple galaxies and not have another star out there that um, is about the same size as the sun with another planet that's 93 million miles away and not have life, sustained life? VR, I would say that if anything, I do follow a church of atheism, agnosticism, and our thing is actually looking up at the stars, and it has to do a lot with being able to follow them for navigation. So just look at the way the Apollo 13 had obviously their failure and how the stars were used to navigate them back to Earth. And our saying is shine bright. You know, what Richard, and you're right here, Derek. There are so many problematic stories uh, in every religion, and the thing is that many of the creation stories, or even God's sending down their children, or and having demigods, are so similar. I mean, if we look at Greco-Roman mythology, you know, you have you have in Christian mythology, you have, God sending Jesus down. You have Roman mythology with Hercules, and then you have Greek mythology with uh, Zeus sending down Perseus, and they all do these special acts of strength, and people will believe them and they'll follow them till, you know, for a long time. Hey, Huggy, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Um, I've been seeing your comments on the shorts. Everyone, do welcome Huggy in. He's visiting us from Daytona, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida. Great subscriber here. Yeah, and um, and how can you prove there is an actual man in the sky that created us and sends us revelation? There is no way to prove that. Hello, Star. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe um, to the stream if you aren't already. Uh, awesome, Huggy taking care of the homeless in Florida. He does a fantastic job. Um, remember, Star, when you are here, you are a treasure. Well, Richard, I'm going to quote Esqueleto from um, Nacho Libre here. I believe in science. Yeah, Huggy, I'm trying to make sure that some shorts get in there. Actually, there is a TikTok channel focusing all those little videos about Thomas. Um, the TikTok channel is all Thomas. It is called Thomas Treasures Area 5T1. You guys do want to follow that. That is awesome. Feeding 6 people, Huggy, that are homeless. That is fantastic. Great work. Well, Richard, you know, words in the Bible can mean anything. That, you know, gravity could have just been created by anything, you know, during the Big Bang. Um, first of all, my family is important. Um, you know, I do have my friends that are very important, and also just, you know, being able to help people. I am a nurse, um, and I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I am very happy and that I can do that job, and it's very important to me because I know that every day I go, if I can help one person live a better life, that is one of the most important things to me that I can do. My family is important, um, and friends. Being able to come on here, I can name you a slew of things that are important to me, because coming on here and talking to everybody um, is very important. Oh, that's an Area 521 sign. Oh, okay. Lucky, I would imagine. Um, yeah, bringing pizza for them is fantastic because it's something simple. You can find it inexpensive. Yeah, Huggy, and it will continue. That's going to be a continuous theme no matter what. And Huggy, you're non-religion, non-religious, and that's what's going to happen forever because um, people think that only good things come from their religious community and um, and because of that, and no, us that are non-believers in anything can do things that are good, just like you that is um you know uh just going out and feeding the homeless, just like I did. um Starboy, I can tell you, yes, I know things have been added, changed, and stuff over time. There were books that were left out of uh when a pagan, Constantine, decided to organize the Bible. um, he left certain books out of the Bible, just like the um, what was it? The Book of Lilith, which was Adam's first wife, actually. Um, you know, it, it it's been left out. They picked what stuff to put in there. So Christianity was formed actually by a pagan, and people, when you bring them that to mind, they just deny it. So, there's lots to it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you are here, you are a treasure. Um, Yeah, guys, if you do want to check out a good channel, please do check out corehor.org, uh, or you can go to Hellfire Agency and um, check out some of the Godless Church that I do belong to. Yeah, if you want to. Welcome back, 505 505. Please do like and subscribe, you guys. Everybody is welcome here. Um, we will probably do a 2.5 hours live stream. I do want to post some other videos after this. I don't, um, I will probably do maybe a GemX video, kind of get uh, get caught up on what's been going on with it and what we've been doing. No, I do speak Spanish. Herp. I have, and they were the ones that told me I have gender dysphoria and that I should transition. So I think you need to learn some facts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Wisdom, welcome. Thank you for the compliment there. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. First Corinthians, Ephesians. Nice try, narcissist. Do you think I don't read um, comments like yours before saying, uh, them because you know I did buy my furniture at Sofa King, and that's welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much, Starboard. We appreciate all those references there for people, and they should go and look at them. Um, I know how I feel and why I don't believe in some supreme being up in the sky, because there is no evidence. And that's where, you know, that's where I leave it at, you know? Faith guns, we are trying to get away from the religious talk because there many of us here are atheists and agnostics and don't believe in God. So please just steer away from that. We like to keep our channel peaceful. I even have people on my channel um, with religious trauma. So maybe you should deal with it with our rules. Guys, last night I posted a short on the work we've been doing to GemX lately, and it seems like that short has grabbed so much attention. Within half hour, it was at like 700 views. It was nuts. The first hour, it grabbed almost 650. It did have 653 views, and right now we're going at steady content, uh, uh steady views right now on that stream. It seems that it has more view, what, 3.6 times higher views than usual. So I'm starting to find a niche here that will help the channel. Uh, yeah, Thomas is adapting really well. He loves it. He sleeps in it. Well said, Huggy. Um, I think one of the people that will state it the best about, and it has to do with, you know, mainly about Mormon mythology or the Mormon faith. If you look for a book called the CES Letter, written by Jeremy Reynolds. Uh, and there's a video on YouTube where he talks about it with John DeLynn on Mormon Stories. It all has to do with the fact that he was born deaf, and he got a cochlear implant, but he lost his faith because his father would give him blessings and, you know, and pray for his deafness to go away, and it never did. That's one of the biggest, things. I have epilepsy, and no matter how much, I've prayed in my life, never been cured, even with going to a neurosurgeon and him trying to do his special surgery, it went wrong. And I got blessings before going by friends that they'd have the actual priesthood. So, I mean, well, what I thought was the actual priesthood, I should say. And exactly, it comes down to it, Huggy, that churches just want you to follow their rules. Once you break their rule, uh, it's you know, like you said, they'll shun you, they'll excommunicate you, stuff like that. Um, and that's what's happening in our country. That's why we're having these no Kings protests. Guys, if you want to check out a great video about stuff like this, especially how Christian nationalism is being spread today, these days in our country, uh, and it's being really exaggerated, and um, and you can see it in so many ways. I would suggest you watch my friend Jenny Gage at Life Takes Two. Um, she will show you the truth about Christian nationalism and how it is taking over. Um, and they're trying to steer our country in that direction. She did a fantastic analysis the other day, um, on the service for Charlie Kirk, and had to do a lot with the hairdo that Charlie Kirk's wife had. It was fantastic, and shows that it was actually I think the biggest thing that was shown was the hairdo that she wore and how it has to do, that hairdo that she had was actually the hairdo that uh, one of the top Nazi woman actually wore. It is called the crown hairdo. So it was actually planned for her to wear that. So, and my friend that does this channel, she says she used it to wear it all the time when she was Mormon. Um, Baroness, welcome to the stream. Um, Glad to see you here. So this hairdo that Charlie Kirk's bride wore was the crown uh, hairdo. Um, if you look at it, it does look like one, but it was like I was stating, it was worn by the top Nazi woman. It was worn. My friend used to wear it, and she was very MAGA Christian nationalist, Mormon, and she will show on a lot of, which did teach a lot of hate towards men, towards the LGBTQIA community, uh, into keeping a pure bloodline, and eliminating marginalized groups such as the Black and uh, the you know Native American communities. Um, and so she Well, we can do one, Huggy. I can send you a date and we can do like right now it is hard because I am on the YouTube, but we can plan for one. I will see what next weekend what we can do. I think that would be a fantastic idea. I've been wanting to do more streams with friends. Um, and I think it's an excellent plan. So we can I will throughout the week I'm gonna send you, let's see what times are good for streaming together next weekend. I think it would be awesome, Jason. I think more streams with friends will be cool. More streams with some of my treasures is a fantastic idea. The more I can get on here, the better. Um, I did talk with one gentleman. He did see my, what was it? He watched one of my videos with Thomas, and we started talking, and what it turns out well, I had watched him on my friend's channel, but I've been watching him for several months now, and you know, um, he's great in talking about the state of our nation. I'm going to try to get him on a stream here and see what we can do. He did fantastic streams. Um, he does fantastic, does great little short TikTok videos and talking about the state of our nation, which I think would be great to have him here. Well, boosted, that's a very, very loaded word because I am transgender. Transvestite is one very, very antiquated word, and yet it is also um, it implies something very different. Uh, I am a transgender woman. I am actually on a hormone therapy um, to transition. A transvestite is really just a man that likes to wear women's clothing. So it is very, very, a very loaded word. I'm actually going to start seeking assistance in transitioning and doing transition surgery. I probably will start with bottom surgery. That what is what where most of my dysphoria comes from. Of course, I do have to gather enough PTO for that. We have gotten about 4 new subs. So the more subs we get, you guys, the more the channel spreads on the algorithm. I do want to thank for everybody that has joined us here today so far. For those that have subscribed to the channel, that does help the channel lots. Um, please do hit a subscribe. Consider dropping a super sticker, super chat, whatever you can. Any amount is greatly appreciated, as 30% does go to charity. Um, we should be getting in 2 days now. On the 21st, we get the payout from last month. 30. It's going to be $30 going out to charity. Last month we made $103, so that means about $30 will be going out to charity. 10% of that, so like $10 will go to the Animal Humane New Mexico. I need to find an uh, LGBTQ plus community here in San Diego. I'm sure there will be a great, I'm sure there'll be a plentiful amount of LGBTQIA plus communities here. You guys are seeing this. That's just a little. Hello, Truth. Welcome to the stream. And that is just a little bug bite I had, and I kept scratching it. Like I said, yesterday was spent doing a lot of work to GemX. For those of you that are new to the channel, GemX is my 2008 Xterra. And oh yeah, and Huggy, you know, helping the homeless in Albuquerque was fantastic, but you should see the amounts of homeless here in California. Um, it, um, yeah, that would be fantastic. What would, well, hello, Jamie. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys want to check out my friend Mama Shar over at, that's what her channel is actually called, Mama Shar. She is starting to make a film. She has bought the proper equipment for that, and if you watch her channel, you know, she today was talking that she'd probably gonna need extras, stuff like that. So if you do any type, want to get into acting or anything like that, that might be a place to look. So um, do check her out. She's a fantastic transgender woman uh, with lots of content on her channel. So today I'm gonna try to do about another hour, about 20 minutes. So, and afterwards, I do want to make a couple of videos. I want to kind of basically, continue. I might do a couple of videos on GemX. If you guys are new here, I do have a 2008 Nissan Xterra, which I purchased with $1,500. It's needed work. The last 2 weekends, a friend of mine have worked on it. Not this weekend, we did a tune-up to it. Basically, changed coils and spark plugs. Last weekend, we started changing O2 sensors. It has 4 total O2 sensors. We haven't been able to get the 4th one off, which is the downstream on. No, Kai, I am not a man. The downstream O2 sensor on the driver's side has been giving us a hard time. Bande, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Nay, nay. I'm not a man. Nay, not a man. Also, I will be doing kind of a wrap up of what's been done the last couple of weeks. Also, next week we will be doing. I think we're gonna go visit another friend of ours from elementary school, and then no, nay, 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 nay. So I will be doing. Kai, if you'd like to hit a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. So next week we are visiting a friend that is in the hospital, and then probably doing um, brakes on the GemX. Um, I have everything. I bought all the brakes um, that are necessary. My friend is a mechanic for the transit authority here in San Diego, so that's helped out. Well, actually, Goddess, I have. In fact, when I've gone to see a therapist, they're the ones that actually diagnosed me with gender dysphoria, which is the condition that states you are not feeling you should be in the you are basically assigned um, you're assigned in the wrong gender, which then the treatment for that is gender dysphoria, which the treatment is hormone replacement therapy. Nobody welcome. Uh, oh, that's good that you know that's how you feel. Being non-binary is nothing wrong. So yes, be who you feel who you are. Jake, welcome to the stream. Actually, Jakey, I do not have one. Please, everyone, if you're just joining us here, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, Welcome, Jeff. Welcome to the stream. You are a treasure. Um, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think I went on for a little bit on her channel just for a few moments. And she was showing her camera that she has purchased, which is a very nice camera. Um, I do want to see her film when it comes out. I actually want to donate some money, put my name in the credits. Um, so, you know, that that would help out the channel. Um, I'm trying to get on some other channels to see what we can. You want to subscribe or donate a super chat, Derek. Subscribing is just really just yeah. I don't know how. I know it's giving me a hard time on other channels. Um, when I want to drop a super chat to some friends. Usually the first time it gave me a hard time the first time I dropped a dono to my friend Mama Shar, and then after that it's been easy. Um, yeah, and sometimes they act up. Just yeah, that if you can, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, I mean, that everything's by choice here, you guys. It's your choice whether you want to drop a super chat or not. I'm never gonna force people to do it. The thing I do say, it does go to charity. 30%. The rest of it just helps out the channel. It can be for new equipment to film. Maybe we want to film about certain topics, like GemX. It could probably help, you know, get more equipment for it and more GemX videos. Um, some of the new things that I may be doing to it will maybe Oh, Derek, another way you can go at it is the Cash App. Uh, you can go through $ Jules Treasures. So Cash App, you can go. Hey, Yadira, welcome. Yeah, I had a early stream today. Um, I also want to try to do a couple of videos. Welcome, Micah. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like. If you aren't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Um, everyone that do, yeah, I know last week I don't think I put up a stream last week. For everyone, I apologize. There was just a lot of stuff going on. Um, this week, oh, I got a chance to do it today. Yesterday, I would have probably done it yesterday, but um, I we were working on GemX yesterday, my friend and I. I did make a short after. Hired, welcome to the stream. Please do hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you, Huggy. Thank you for your support there. Um, Huggy, there's always going to be hate, no matter, you know, what people believe in, especially if, they're coming on here to preach faith and religion. They should be able to be nice because whatever entity they believe in, um, they should be nice. Micah, yes, my first live stream, I was pretty nervous. My first videos, it took me a while to start streaming, and but it takes time, and you get used to it. And once you're used to it, you know how to talk and what you want to do. Correct, Jason. They do like that. Hired, then please do hit the like button, subscribe if you aren't already. Um, we have we do are doing pretty good on likes. We were at let's see, we were at 16 likes. I'm gonna see. Hey, Huggy, thanks for joining us here as always. You have a great day yourself. We're at 22 likes, you guys. After we make it to 10, we usually try to make it to 51 likes. So please do hit a like and subscribe. 51's our favorite number on this channel. Um, we'll keep streaming for about another hour and 15. Well, thank you very much, Micah. For those of you that can, consider dropping a super sticker, super chat. We greatly appreciate those. Uh, those 30% of what is made does go to charity. Yadira has just posted the merch store button or link, and you guys can go check out merch. There are t-shirts, hoodies, like tote bags, stuff like that. There is even coffee on there. Yes, I am from America. I live in California, in the beautiful city of San Diego, and which is considered America's finest city. What is that? Oh, that's if any of you have the Life 360 app, that is telling you that someone on your Life 360, their batteries running out. You are perfectly visible on my live stream. So, please welcome uh and yeah, Jason, it's fantastic. I have it with my sister, my nephew, and well, now his wife. My nephew did get married on Thursday. It was kind of you know, well, they had planned it for a little bit, and they finally went through with it. It was a fantastic little wedding, kind of just, and then we did a little get together. Oh, Michael, where are you located? We had a fantastic little get together afterwards, like a little reception here at the house. Um, and we had birria, we had just lots of different little uh, appetizers. Um, After the stream, and maybe I think I'm gonna film two videos. At least do one on catching up. Actually, I may do three. One on transition, one on GemX, and if I have my book out, which it is over there, on high demand religions, I will, which is focused on the Mormon Church. As I was a member, I will probably do one on that. Um, then I will probably go out and do a couple of things. I do need to get one a curtain rod for in here. I want to hang my old shower curtain here in the room. Um, what I want, I have a alien shower curtain. I do want to hang it here in the room. It's actually pretty funny what it says on it. So I want to keep, and I do need to get a shower curtain rod for the bathroom. Um, my sister hung a new shower curtain, so she said there was a need of a tension rod. Um, Also, I need to clean the driveway a little bit because there's a little bit of where GemX is dripping some uh, power steering fluid, which has been a problem since I got it. Um, and there will be a GemX video just kind of giving a little heads up of what's been going on with it. Um, so I will do that. The weather in I live in San Diego, California. So, Micah, I will tell you, you cannot beat the weather in San Diego, California. Best weather in the world. There's no beating it. I mean, you can't get any better. It is always the average temperature here is in the 70s year round. Yes, Zen, actually I have a job. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, I wouldn't have a husband because I'm still attracted to women, being a transgender woman. Um, so I am a transgender lesbian. Although I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Um, the other day, um, I did see a what did was a trans man, but still was very feminine in their appearance. Had nice nails done, had and still had long hair and a ponytail. Had like the ponytail was in pink. Um, I don't now. It didn't state anything. Well, I didn't. From what I know, they weren't non-binary. So I would, and I didn't see preferred pronouns. I'm going to say this because I was taking care of them. I isn't a man, Jay. I'm a woman. Please learn your grammar. So yeah, from what when I was opening up the chart, they were a trans man, but still presented female. So I would say they were probably non-binary from what my point of view. Um, and gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I was very attracted. So maybe myself, I might be, I'm starting to feel more that I'm more of a pansexual. Um, because I looked at the person and it wasn't so much what was on paper, but what um, what I saw. So I think I'll probably start identifying more pan because this was a person that I saw and just found them attractive. And I think I'm just going to go with that from now on. Some people are going to judge. I have friends that will judge. I know that for sure, Zen. That's the, I'm not going to say that that's a problem, but that's one of the big things about being trans, um, or in any part of the LGBTQ community. You have friends that you've grown up with all your life, family grown up that you've grown up with, and you're going to have people that judge you and may not want to be friends anymore. And that is a big part of it. So you can have, and family may not accept you anymore. So the big thing is about having your chosen family. I have my family, and um, it's been like with right now. I actually live with my mom and my sister. My sister's very accepting because she works with a lot of the LGBTQIA community. Um, so she always says because the area of town where she works is right next to the LGBTQI area of San Diego. And so, a lot of clients are LGBTQIA plus, a lot of her employees are. So she's very accepting. Now, my mom coming, my mom is Mexican and has immigrated, has gotten citizenship. Um, accepting may be a little harder for her, you know. So that's the hard one that I've been, it's been hard to still come out to. Um, it's, and at times you have to have, welcome, Mike L. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Glad to see you here. So if you're having family not accept you, or that are non-accepting, you can have what's called chosen family. Um, so there is chosen family. So if your family's not accepting, then uh, you can make friends and you can consider them your family, and that's what's called chosen family. Um, oh, thank you. That does look good. Um, Actually, after the stream and the couple of videos I'm going to make, I think I'm gonna go get me. There's this very good like smoothie place down the road. It is called Frutas, which means fruits in Spanish, and they make an excellent what is called a chamango. If you guys ever get a chance to try a chamango, try it. It is more of a Mexican smoothie, and it has what's called chamoy, which is a Mexican syrup with chili powder, and also a um, and it's a mango smoothie. It is fantastic. Right, Woozy. And like I said, you guys are all chosen family that I have here. Um, Many of you are, do, um, you guys choose to come on here. We talk, we share our experiences, whether, where we're LGBTQIA, straight, cisgender. There are many people here that are straight and cis, and we have a good time. Yeah, and at my house here, living with my mom and my sister, that's all we speak. Well, we might, like my sister and I will shift from English and Spanish. No, Zen, I don't regret coming out. I have many friends in the LGBTQIA family, and yes, um, we don't, I don't regret it because actually, I think I've gained more friends in that community than lost, people in my family. Also, a big, and Woozy will see this because I'm on another channel that I talk to friends. I was a big, I was a hardcore Mormon for many years, but it seems I've gotten more friends that I can trust in the ex-Mormon world than the time that I was Mormon. Um, so and this is how I met Woozy, and she's a fantastic friend, and she was never in the Mormon faith, but um, well, they don't judge. We can talk more about our experiences, um, and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to see if that was a text message from anybody I know. Um, so you know right now, Zen, right now it's just hormone therapy. Um, Pretty soon we'll start. I've already gotten the referral to the trans doctor. I've gotten the endocrinology consult, and I've also been um, referred to the uh, trans. How can I say it? Trans. Um, Basically, the trans clinic with the medical group I go to. So yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super. Um, Let's see, let's update, see where we're at on likes here. As you can see, I like to check if anybody is uh, texting. What did Jayesh, welcome to the stream. You know, if it wasn't for the name on for the streamer, yes, I do agree with him. The LDS are a cult. Um, Jayesh, uh, about being a girlfriend, it would have to do with age and maturity. Well, well said, Yadira. It is not a dating site on here. Um, Micah, you know, a lot of people um, will say different the thing and choose. Like myself, yes, it may not be how it is kind of how I was born, um, and I was born and inside of me, I've always felt I was a woman, um, and therefore that I was female. I've I hid it all my life because of how society is and how we get brought up. Myself being of Mexican, you know, it you know you're taught the machismo, and so um, hockey, San Diego, California, at home. So then and then finally, when you really feel it in yourself, at a point you have to come out. I came out at age. Actually, I came out completely out of the closet at age 51. So most people find, you know, it's easy to transition early in life or come out earlier in life, but not with me. Hockey, we kind of go through different topics. Right now, Hockey, we're talking about my transition and coming out. Oh yeah, Ernie, that can be a hard thing to do. At age, I believe, then I started my HRT at age 52. I did have to stop for a moment because I was living in Florida and good old Ron DeSantimonious decided to make transitioning, wrote an executive order that kind of affected everyone about transition. Correct, Jason. The social stigmas are going down, especially like me living in a liberal state. It is easier. Hockey, I don't have a man. I prefer women, but it all depends. Like I was saying earlier, I met a trans man, but still looked very feminine, and I did see I had attraction to them. So you know, I'm what you would call a pansexual. So pansexual is someone that, upon meeting someone, whether it's personality or even the looks, you kind of uh, that's how you're attracted to them. Thank you, Giselle. Welcome to the stream. Leopard, welcome. That's a pretty good question, Leopard. And I'm not really into hot drinks, so I could probably go with the cold food and cold drinks. Leopard, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, hit a like. Derek, thank you very much. Yes, $2 is very much appreciated. Uh, please, uh, and yes, trans rights are very important. That is greatly appreciated for the super chat. Um, I actually have a T-shirt that says "Trans Lives Matter." I bought it at a, um, I bought it at a store when I was still living in Albuquerque. It was, uh, kind of, one of those. Um, what am I trying? Just one of those stores where they buy everything online. Liquidation stores. That's what I'm thinking. And they had a ton of those T-shirts. I should have bought them and made them like prizes on the channel or anything like that. And what changed, Ernie? I'm gonna tell you something. I love being a woman because I can wear my. I've kept my male clothes and and then I bought a bunch of women's clothing, and I can wear either one, and I find it fantastic. Like right now, I'm starting to notice so much of my transition and how it's going. Like right now, if you guys notice, um, obviously we're starting to see the growth. This is now getting close to 2 years of on HRT. Hola chica, ¿cómo estás? We're starting to see the HRT really take in effect, and and we're starting to see results here. I have no support bra on right now. I just have it on there. Welcome, Fondue. Welcome to the stream. And just like I was saying about, you know, many things you can be like people that are non-binary. One day they might feel more feminine, one day they might be more masculine. So, that's about non-binary is about their, may feel one way one day the other way. Um, Thank you very much, Fondue. Um, I was just kind of getting ready and I reached in to where I keep my feminine clothes and um, tank top came out. I thought I'll do my camouflage tank top. Actually, this tactical green is the color I want to paint the GemX. Um, as far as sexuality, I actually Zen, like I said, in the past week or so, I have found myself more be looking at that I am more pansexual. In when I did see someone that was a trans man but still looked feminine, I found that attractive. So I'm more of a pansexual because, and for those of you that don't know what pansexual is, um, you know, you that's okay, Michael or Mike. Um, Pansexual is like it's almost like being a like bisexual. So you date just you can date male, female, or you can look at people more for who they are, their personality, um, and maybe even looks. I mean, and that's what I am finding that I liked when I saw a specific person, and it turned out they were a trans man, but still had the feminine look, and that is one thing in being trans that like myself being male to female trans, I can do a feminine look, but some trans women will still grow a beard and sport that. That there's it's the way you want to express yourself. So very well stated there, Kathy. I prefer women, but when I saw you know a trans man the other day, but she still looked femme, or they looked femme. I'm gonna throw them in the non-binary spectrum. I never saw pronouns, so I'm just gonna say they. When I saw them, uh, they were very attractive, and that's where I found myself being more pan because I would always say I was trans lesbian, but I'm gonna throw myself in the more pansexual category. Well, Micah, so is she female to male trans? Understandable, Kathy. Well, thank you very much, Big Red. Yeah, one should not be afraid to express themselves. Um, I'm not afraid to come out here. One of the major reasons is um, I want to be an advocate for the trans community rather than just hide behind closed doors and and you know and and not go out in public. And the only thing, like yesterday, I already do have kids, so please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Yadira. Yeah, and Kathy, that may be a lack of education about the community. San Diego's been fantastic. If you watch the channel, I've done lots of mainly uh, little shorts because I like to, um, you know, I want to keep you guys kind of, um, Beckers, welcome to the stream. I do want to keep you guys informed of what's going on, make sure that I don't just like, you know, stop posting videos. I try to do my streams on the weekends and do want to show you guys San Diego. Also, I've been doing a lot of GemX content as my friend and I have been working on it. Um, and we've been getting a lot accomplished. Um, and I have my TikTok channel. I stopped focusing. I had never posted a video till I got here, and I've been focusing. The TikTok channel has been changed to mainly a Thomas TikTok channel. So I did change the name of it to Thomas Treasures Area 5T1. And actually, coming out was not the cause of the divorce. It, I mean, there were already issues going on, and yes, she was very disturbed that I was trans, but that's her problem because she could have just been polite about it rather than anything else. I didn't say Smith. um, but yeah, I mean, if you are just joining us here, please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Um, and I will say it is her loss. Oh, my sister, I'm sorry, my daughter is very supportive of the entire LGBTQIA plus community. I think she suspected things since even before coming out, or even I, um, before, oh, uh, we had taken a trip to Las Vegas, and man, Jason, that was quick. Even before they hit the screen. Um, well, actually, Zero, you can say people are born transgender because they feel different pretty much. You can feel different, start feeling different early in life. You can start feeling different and feminine if you're a male from the time hit school. I was like, once I was potty trained, I didn't want to, to stand to go potty. I would always use the bathroom sitting down. Um, and going up to through grade school, and then when I got into my middle school years, I when I was home like this, when I was home alone and mom wasn't home, my sister wasn't home, I was always trying on their clothes. So, well, I'm gonna tell you, in my like before my preteens, I had my sister, and then I had two female cousins that you know, that lived with us for a while. And hey, Cincinnati, welcome. And yeah, I would observe their female, uh, like how they got done up and all the different things. It took like in my teens, like was it like in middle school is when guys started piercing their ears, and I always wanted them pierced, but um, Thank you very much, Derek. You're being very generous today. Thank you very much for the other $2 super chat. Like I said, any amount is welcome. Uh, but yeah, throughout, you know, my teen years, I was always, when I was home alone, I would dress up and everything. The things that, I grew up, I'm a Gen Xer. Hence the name for my vehicle came up, GemX. Um, but I'm a Gen Xer, and back then, not so many people would come out, uh, trans, or even gay was not accepted as much. Thank you, Jason, and thank you for always being such a good uh, mod. You're fantastic. Um, so yeah, you know, uh, and then actually back in the 80s, I remember watching a show called That's Incredible, and they actually showed how there was a lady that was a trans man and a guy that was a trans, or a one that was a trans woman, and they were showing how that they were going to transition, and it was on a show That's Incredible, and after they show it, everybody would say, "Ooh, that's incredible." And I remember seeing that on there, and how that, was, there wasn't so much stigma to it. It was just something incredible seeing that it was being done. Um, so, uh, but, and, we started becoming more progressive. Um, and then what happened from there, Derek, thank you very much. Kathy, thank you for that super chat. Um, and you are a fantastic mod also. Thank you for, guys, thank you for all the super chats we are getting right now. Uh, we're doing fantastic for this month. Um, I do get the September donos in the next couple of days. It always lands on the 21st of the month. So that, I can see you're not biased, Kathy. Um, well said. Love is love, Derek. Uh, but we started becoming more progressive in the 90s and the 2000s, and unfortunately, in the past couple of years, that has changed uh, due to political beliefs. And one I'm gonna say is, thank you, Yadira. I Like Yadira said, it is a wig. I do have to comb it before putting it on. And actually, I didn't do much to it right now. Like, it. What one of the best things, when I'm gonna say one of the best ways, um, how to treat your wigs and comb it, is I just buy detangler from Walmart, like kids detangler. Like my daughter always needed the detangler. Just spray it on there, and it'll untangle the hairs. Um, that is one of the biggest things. Um, yeah, I decided when I came. Well, you guys, if you look back on my videos, just about a month ago, I was wearing my kind of auburn one. Um, and thank you very much. Illa. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Everyone is welcome here. Um, Remember, you are a treasure. Um, but unfortunately, in the past, I would just say the past 3 years, things have changed for the LGBTQIA plus community. Obviously, lots. Thank you. I don't know if she meant bobs like the hair, like a bob. Exactly, Derek. We treasure everyone on this channel. And yeah, I mean, I think there's many things that have, are being manipulated about um, about our community. Well, the first thing, Zen was one first thing I started looking up videos here on YouTube and how makeup was done. So then I found out how I figured out what colors of makeup, because like some of the foundations I started buying at first, I was buying too dark, and it almost made it where I was getting some that was too dark and almost making me look how could I say it? Basically almost too dark where I was looking almost making it look like I was trying to be black. So I had to find the best color match on my foundation. And I found an app on Maybelline that would, like, for example, there's different lighting in this room right now. It's darker over here to my right and then towards um, my left. And Heather, yeah, it was almost that. That was the foundation I bought one time was too dark, yeah. And so then I found an app that would help you um, you know, for the best for every type of lighting. So it's a Maybelline app. You just take a picture of yourself, go around in um, at 360 degrees, and it would tell you which colors to buy by the color code on the computer. I've never been misgendered in public, Zen. I would just best, you know, walk away. I do have a trans flag hound. I haven't found a place to put it in this room yet. Um, in New Mexico, I had this background here. My trans flag was off to the right, but here to the right is my closet. Uh, oh, chocolate's good, Johnny. Uh, so I'm still kind of doing the setup on here. There's more things I want to put up here, right about here. I'm going to put up one of my um, grandfather's arrows, which are a Robin Hood. For those that aren't into archery, a Robin Hood is when you actually split an arrow with another arrow. And usually nowadays, since the the shafts of the flag are made hollow, I mean not the flag, but the arrow, it'll go down the shaft and split it. Um, so I do have two of my grandfathers. I might put one right up here. Um, I'm just waiting to hit one, but my bow's not here yet. Still got to get that pod. I don't know. I was thinking maybe doing like a GoFundMe, or just to try to get more money to bring that pod over here. Upstate Craze, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please remember you are a treasure here. Um, No, no. When I first went out in public, was out in New Mexico, and I think I also did in Florida, but less in New Mexico. New Mexico is a very progressive state. It is actually a very liberal state. So, and I remember going to uh, any of you ever watch Mama Shar? She's another trans woman. Does have a great channel, and I actually I would watch her when I was still in Florida. Then I moved to New Mexico, and I've got plenty of hats. Um, so I I would actually watch her, and then I got a chance to meet her because she invited her subs if they wanted to come and live nearby to her son's birthday party, which I did go to. Amanda Prado, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like. If you, I think I've seen you here before. If you haven't been here before, please do hit it. Please do subscribe to the channel. Um, I kind of true patriot. I will agree with you on that, but uh, let's not you know let's not keep. Okay, I will say teach them to, like how you said, to high school, but not keep it out of their lessons because people are being biased and don't want it taught. I think it's a good thing to teach them about everything in our society. Not to say, hey, let's, you know, teach against it um, or anything like that. And I think it's very important that people do learn about it. But yes, keep it to a certain age. I remember, I'm going to tell you honestly, I went to Catholic school um uh in my elementary school years, and they very much taught against what I remember them teaching against the LGBTQ community. Well, back then it was mainly the gay community, um, and also teaching against the use of birth control. You know, of course, this was in the 80s. I'm a Gen Xer. Um, Actually, I will be getting plastic surgery now. My first surgery will probably be bottom surgery. That is the cause of most of my dysphoria. Um, I do want a full uh, vaginoplasty. Um, and then I want to wait at least one more year up top to see where um, what size they grow, because it has to do with family and how big they get, um, and it takes up to 3 years to see that, um, you know, and and then facial feminization surgery would be another one, but definitely need to gather the time off. And okay, implants, I do want to kind of wait to see how much the hormones grow them. Bottom is not an implant. Basically, they you'd have to look it up what a vaginoplasty is. It is mainly that they use what's down there to make a female organ, and they take out certain parts. Like basically to stop producing testosterone, they will take the um, the testicles out. They do invert the penis and make an actual vagina. Hence why it's called vaginoplasty. Now, an augmentation, I'm at a B cup. Yeah, actually, another thing, Kathy, I've considered, and I'll probably start getting it soon, is some Botox and hair removal. Uh, Actually, yeah, Patriot. I'm at a B cup, and I've only been on for about a year and a half. But they usually take, or even just getting on the 2 year mark. Um, but everybody in my family is pretty well endowed, and that's what's the hard thing is when you want to look at that. Looking, it's strange that you look at the female family members um, in your family because you want to know how large you may get. Um, and so I'm going to give it another year and then decide on that. I don't know, maybe I might choose to get them brought in closer together and maybe see if they can bring them up a little bit. Because when you bring them up, yeah, I don't know, you guys can probably tell um, where I'm at. Maybe I can. Right now, they are this. It's this tank top, no bra. So you know, so that's where I am with them. Um, and you can always get a push-up bra. I do have a push-up bra. And you can also get the like stick-on bras that help bring them up a little bit. I do have one of those. And then it also helps bring them closer to each other and up. Um, and then I'll wear a regular push-up over that. Yeah, and I've seen people that theirs grow big enough with the HRT and don't need to get implants. I know some people turn around and go and get these massive ones. I don't want massive ones. I know people that already grow, you know, I know women that, or that are cis women and they turn around and get reductions because when they're so big, it hurts their backs. So, there's the advantages, disadvantages that you want to look at. So, yeah, and actually, Kathy, I feel very confident with the size I have grown. And, you know, um, I may stay, you know, yeah, mine have been hurting the same way. The same thing, Kathy. Mine are consistently hurting. So I think they are. you know, so, and I mean, they hurt a lot. Um, you know, and like I even like when I touch them or bumping into something, it hurts. Well, then a lot can depend on insurance, different things. Um, so, um, depending if you get like facial feminization surgery, it can cost more um, than other things. Um, you know, Same with the vaginal plasty. It can cost, some of them can cost 20 to 30,000, but yet, uh, like I have insurance through the VA. I'm I'm an employee there. Yes, Nick, it is live, and I'm an employee there, and I think I only have to come up with like 20%, and like there's a maximum I can peak to in paying, and then I wouldn't have to pay any more copay. Correct, Kathy. I would have rather grown up a girl my whole life. Yes, and that's why True Patriot, why they call it a second puberty. Possibly Cincinnati. Where are you located? Um, Sam Goat, you've got everything wrong right there. Oh, okay. Now, you dear, I think you're right with Turkey. I know lots of men like will do trips to Turkey to get hair transplants on the head. I've even considered that since it is taking its time to grow in. That's probably one of the things I need to do. Um, yeah, it is for hair transplants. One of the people you may watch whose channel you want to watch about several surgeries. I think she's gone to several uh, in Turkey. I know she did the hair transplant. I thought she went for something else. It's called Amanda and Shay. Shay spelled Shaye. And they're a fantastic couple. They're also in the Exmo background. Um, Well, then one always wants to do research because you can go to Thailand, you can go to Mexico probably and find a good surgeon that'll do it, but you have to find the right surgeon. That is the biggest part of it. That's the most important part is finding the right surgeon. Yeah, that's what I want is an innie. there is a great. I know there's a great plastic surgeon that does in Arizona. Um, my friend just went and did her facial feminization surgery there. I know I have several friends that I have one friend that her daughter went there, for facial feminization surgery. Both of those have great surgeries. Look up Casey Blake, look up my friend Mama Shar, great channel. Um, yeah, Jason and Yadira are on it. Great mods. So we've got about 10 minutes left on the stream. We've been, I do want to film two more videos, maybe, well, maybe I could date Travis Kelce and he paid for my surgeries, right? Um, so what we're going to start doing here, we're 9 minutes away from um, closing out. I do want to say thank you for everyone for joining me on the stream. I am Jules. Remember, all of you are my treasures. As always, I do want to thank for joining us here on the stream. I do want to thank Derek, Jason, and Kathy for the supers. Um, yes, and if you're saying about teeth, getting them fixed in Mexico, you can go to a small city right on the border in Arizona. It is called Algodones, Mexico, and they focus on, let's see, they have very a lot of optometrists, dentists, and and let's see, optometrists, dentists, and and pharmacies where you can get everything for like half the price. Um, who are they playing, Jason? I would suggest you watch it on YouTube with on That's Good Sports. Uh, I have guys, are the Chargers playing right now? I'm a Charger fan. So Jason, we're rivals here. Um, eh, yeah, we're playing Indy. That's who we're playing. Um, that's what I think that's who we're playing. I mean, if we can beat you guys, the Broncos, and um, yeah, we're playing the 0-6 Colts. That's what I just found. Um, I'm trying to pull up. I may have ESPN may be a better site. I'm gonna exit because NFL is being unresponsive right now. Although, if you look at it, Jason, right now, the the Indy is ahead. You know, that's the thing about the Chargers. Sometimes they lose the games that they should win. But they have the ball. Yeah, hockey's a good sport to watch. I think, people that are like roughing each other up and being able to get a little fiberglass optic into a goal, I think that's just like crazy. And my daughter's a hockey cheerleader. Okay, so we got 4 minutes left on the stream. I do want to say thank you for joining me here. Remember, all of you are my treasures. Please do hit a like, subscribe, comment down below. Um, I do want to ask if you want to drop a super sticker, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining me here. I am Jules. All of you are my treasures. Uh, you know, Probably next week we'll do another stream. We may do one with Huggy on here. We will just watch for that. Um, and Remember, if you are in a crisis, please do dial 988. If you are a veteran, you can just dial 988, press 1, and they will take care of you. It is a great service. I've seen it in action with a family member, and um, it's been great. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here. Remember, subscribe, hit a like, subscribe. Um, have a great day and watch for a couple of videos coming out today. And I'm going to go and film those now. Thank you and have a great day.